Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Now, I will name this one, There's No Such Thing as Raptured. Alright? Now, it's saying here to the top of your screen, it says, will you be raptured? Now, you know these people out here, these Christians out here, these so-called Christians, alright, that in Christianity, you know, they believe that, you know, they are going to be raptured in that time, alright, and when the Lord return. And first to begin with, you know, when look, hey, Kalalali Bashim Yoshai Bashim Kodash 144 on the screen, you know, time is 10:44. Alright, so yeah, these people today, alright, they consider themselves Christians. Now the real Christians is actually the Hebrew Israelites. Alright, but when you come to our people today and you explain to them that they are Hebrew Israelites, they say, no, they are not Hebrew Israelites, but they are Christians. But as the beloved Apostle Taha said, alright, they are Antichrist. Alright, because you have to acknowledge that you are a Hebrew Israelite in order to be a Christian. Alright? And in the days of old, they used to call us Christians. Why? Because you used to follow a Mashiach. We used to follow the Lord. Alright? And it was like a mocking kind of something they used to do at us. That's why they call us Christians back then. Alright? Now, that being said, we're going to play a clip of this lady video here. Alright, and hear what she have to say, and we'll bring us some scriptures. Alright, so without further ado.
To scroll on if you do not want to hear anything about the raptured. I had never seen proof of the rapture in scripture, but the Lord...
You hear what she said? First at the beginning when she started to talk, she have never seen proof of the raptured in the scriptures. Alright? Now, I will tell you something. It have, when you look through the whole script, the whole Bible, it have nothing about rapture in it. Alright? It have no such thing as rapture. Alright? Now, let's just continue here and then we'll get some scriptures.
Lord, all of a sudden, a year or so ago, began proving the rapture to me. In that process, I found out that there were indeed lies surrounding the rapture. The biggest one being that if you've given your life to Christ, you will be raptured.
Now, at the end of the day, what she's saying there, alright, if you give your life to Christ, where that is that's going into the Greek word, and it is the opposite of what, you know, what these heathens first to begin with is what they used to call Christ. You know, they came up with that. Alright? And the name Christ just goes into what? Anointed. Alright? Now, it's not like that you have to say it. It's actually Hamashiach. That's how you say it in Hebrew tongue. Alright? Now, when you're dealing with Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, alright, is in Hebrew. You deal with them. Alright? You don't speak to them in a different tongue. Alright? Because as the scripture goes into it, you know, the name of the Lord, you know, translated and whatever you want to, you know, wherever you'll be calling him and whatnot, it don't have the same force as if it is in Hebrew. Alright? So with that being said, let's take to the topic. All right. And she mentioned,
Coming with scripture and receipts if you want to scroll on, if you do not want to hear anything about the raptured. I had never seen proof of the rapture in scripture, but the Lord all of a sudden a year or so ago began proving the rapture to me. In that process, I found out that there were indeed lies surrounding the rapture. The biggest one being that if you've given your life to Christ, you will be raptured.
and that is something that, Christianity teach them out there. John 3:16. All right. The Lord so loved the world that he gave up his only begotten son and whatnot. But guess what? That world goes into a particular nation, which is Israel. All right. So the Lord is only dealing with Israel first to begin with. Now we're going to get the scripture um, going into where the Lord is going to deliver his people. All right. Now, before we get to that, Salakia, let's look up rapture. All right. I was looking it up here. The meaning of rapture.
Rapture.
Right. It says a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. That is what it means. All right. It didn't say nothing about you're getting delivered up and all this nonsense like that. It didn't say nothing like that. All right. So where, you know, this is just to show you how Christianity is of the devil. All right, Christianity is of the devil, that devil, that deceiver, that so-called white man, Esau Edom, the top banking families, the Rockefellers, so forth. All right, these people is the ones who bring across that narrative to these churches and whatnot, and teach these people that, look, a rapture, that is what it means. You're gonna get delivered up, but it ain't saying nothing about being delivered up. All right, it says a feeling of intense pleasure or joy. All right, you just being happy. You all sort of high people out there. It's just to show you how our people today are destroyed for lack of knowledge. All right, and when it comes to this lady here, all right, she could be a heathen. I don't know what she is. All right, but at the end of the day, the Lord not dealing with with um with the heathen nations. All right, the Lord is not dealing with the heathen nations. He's dealing with who? He's dealing with Israel. All right. Now we could go to the. Let's get that real quick. We could go to the book of Second Esdras. Second Esdras chapter 6 and verse 55. It says, and all Salakia, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord. Let me see something. All right, we start from verse 54. It says, and after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, which Adam was, who in back then, Adam was actually Yahushai to thee. All right, Adam was Yahushai. If you could understand reincarnation. All right, he's the only begotten son. It says, and after these, Adam also whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. All right, and the people who are the chosen, it goes into what? The 144,000 elect. All right, the Alahayams, the ones who were created before the foundation of the earth, the ones who helped created the earth with Yahushai. All right, it says, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. And who the Lord created the world for? For our sakes, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. All right, we are Yasharala. We are Prince, um, Prince of Power. All right. It says for verse 56. It says, as for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. All right, like spit, like when you spit out your mouth. This is what the other nations are like. All right, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. All right, so if I drop a waterfall from a vessel, that is like nothing to you. And that is how the Lord does look like the other nations. All right, because the Lord is only coming to save his people. All right, starting with the elect. So when she goes into, the rapture, and, these people out there today, they think that, the Lord coming to save everybody. All right, he's not coming to save everybody. Let's go to the book of Zechariah, and chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off, which means it's talking about the 2/3 of Israel. All right, 2 parts shall be cut off and die. All right, they're going to die on this side. Right, they're going to die on this side by thermonuclear fire, by the ICBM missiles, by destruction and mayhem, famine, and all these different things they are going to die from. All right, and they're going to be reborn in the kingdom through the elect. It says, but the third shall be left therein. Who's the third? That's the 1/3. All right, those are the ones who's going to be saved. All right, those are the ones who are going to be taken up in the chariots. All right, not no rapture, is the chariots is going to be taken up in. And we're going to bring the scripture out just now. All right, and that's starting with the elect, the 144,000. It says, but the third shall be left therein, and I will bring the third part through the fire. All right, all the adversities and all these different trials and whatnot, they are going to go through that. All right, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. So if they are to call upon the Lord's name, all right, how the Lord will hear them? Because they know the Lord's name. They know how to call the Lord's name. The Lord's name is Yahweh, and his only begotten son name is Yahweh Shai. All right, so only the elect of Israel is going to know how to call his name. Not like what this lady was just saying, calling upon Christ. All right, now it says here, and I will, let's read it over here again. It says, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. And for you to call upon the Lord's name, first to begin with, you have to know the Lord. You have to know who you're speaking to, and you have to know who you're serving. All right? And I will hear them. I will say it is my people. All right, you hear what the Lord say you will say? I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh is my power. All right? Because that's what the word God goes into, just power. Now let's get the book of Revelation. Let's go to the book of Revelation real quick. Chapter 18 and verse 4. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. All right? Lord talking to the Israelites, the elect. All right? He says, come out of her, my people. Come out of where? Come out of Babylon the Great. You know? Meaning where? Come up hither. Come up to this to the chariot. All right? The Lord is going to beam them up. All right? Let's read it over again. It says, Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, and be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. All right? And one of the biggest plagues that is coming to hit Babylon the Great is those ICBM missiles. All right? That is going to come from Russia, China, and all these other smaller countries. All right? They're going to decimate that place. And just as that time that those missiles coming to hit Babylon the Great, the chariots of the Lord are going to swoop in and deliver the elect of Israel. All right, and also those that are scattered on the four corners of the earth. Okay, so that is where the Lord is going to receive. This scripture here is explaining how the Lord is going to receive and take up his elect. All right. So as what that lady was saying, talking about the rapture, and she said with her own mouth that she haven't seen it in the scriptures, is because it's not there. All right. It's just we just look up the meaning of it. It's just going into more joyous feeling. All right. So you people are really, or our people out there, they are really going to be destroyed just for what? A lack of knowledge. All right? Because why? They reject knowledge. They don't want to listen to the man of the Lord. All right? They want to mock and scoff. They want to laugh. They want to make fun of, but hey, at the end of the day, that's all a lot. All right? Let's jump back here. There's some more scriptures I wanted to bring out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and verse 20. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, you see, the remnant of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. All right? So only the elect, only the elect, Salakia, only the remnant, just a small remnant of people are going to be saved. All right? All right, that small remnant is going to be saved. I'm going to show you a clip. Let me show you how it look. All right, this is just a pie chart here I did. This Israelites pie chart, right? It says the 2/3 being destroyed. All the ones in red is the 2/3 of Israel that is going to be destroyed. The 1/3 being saved is the ones in white. All right, and the little green line you see in there showing here the 144 elect men. All right, look at the little look at the little speck. look at the amount. That's just 144,000. All right. It's 12 tribes of Israel. All right. And each tribe is 12,000 by 12,000 by 12,000 and so forth. All right. Is the elect men alone. The 1/3 that you see in here, all right, that being saved is also, it also has a few men, it has women and little children. All right, that is how it is. I hope what you're following here. This is the book of Baruch 2:30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, because the land of their captivity, Salakia, but in the land of their captivities they shall remember themselves." All right, the ones who going through all these hardship and all these different things that the scriptures actually line up to, all right, are the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today. All right, we are the ones who facing all these different, bad times and whatnot, the things that is written in the scriptures, everything line up with us. All right, those people are that are those Israelis and that is in Israel right now, they nothing in line up with them, because what they ruling. All right, they have money, they causing wars and all these different things. The Lord's people cannot do none of these things right now. All right, we can't do any of these things. All right, we have no kind of power. The scriptures talk about that, and describe Jacob as worm. All right, our worm is a worm, hopeless. They can't, not well, I mean it that way, but a worm. They can't do anything on their own just so. All right, they always falling over. They always they always need some kind of help. That is how Israel is. This is our captivity that we in right now, and this is Esau Edom kingdom / queendom. All right, it says, and let me read it over. Baruch 2:30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people, but in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves." And this is where you're seeing our people remembering themselves. All right. It says, "And shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them an heart and ears to hear." All right. "And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name." So if they're praising the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, in the land of their captivity today, all right, and they thinking upon his name, all right, they're supposed to know his name. Obviously, it's not no name that everyone could call upon, because the scriptures also talk about the Lord's name is dreadful among the heathen, just roughly paraphrasing, because these heathens is not going to call upon the Lord's name. These heathens is not going to try to follow in that kind of in the righteous acts. All right, it says here, verse 32, "And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity, and think upon my name, and return from their stiff neck way, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord." All right, now let's get one more scripture and close it off. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the nation of Israel. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 43, and verse 1. It says, After he brought me to the gate, even the gate that looketh towards the east, and behold, the glory of power of Israel, that word name again, Israel, alright, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today, came from the way of the east, and his voice was like a noise of many waters. And the earth shined, with his glory, and it was according to the appearance of the vision which I saw, even according to the vision that I saw when I came to destroy the city, and the visions were like the vision that I saw by the river Chiba, and I fell upon my face. And the glory of the Lord Yahweh came into the house by the way of the gate, whose prospect is towards the east. So the Spirit took me up and brought me into the inner court, and behold, the glory of the Lord Yahweh filled the house. And I heard him speaking unto me out of the house, and the man stood by me, and he said unto me, Son of man, the place of my throne, and the place of the sole of my feet, where I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever. You see that? The scripture also go into the Lord will make, the Salakia, saying it wrong. The Lord will, just roughly paraphrasing, the Lord earth is his footstool. Alright? He also mentioned to Yahushai that he will make his enemies his footstool. Alright? That's roughly paraphrasing. It says here, and my holy name shall the house of Israel no more defile. Alright? Because right now what they defile in the Lord's name, they're calling him Christ. They're calling him JC, they're calling him all kind of different names. They're calling the Lord, they're calling him Most High Yahweh, they're calling him God, they're calling him Allah. Come on, what is all they really doing? It says, neither they nor kings by their whoredom, nor by the carcasses of their kings in their high places. Alright? So no one will defile the Lord's name anymore. Everyone will be calling the Lord's name the right way in the Hebrew tongue. Alright? Because the Lord's name don't have no translation. Neither your name. Your name also don't have any translation. That devil Esau Edom has deceived all here. Alright? So with that, I hope this lesson here was edifying. I will say shalom.